I live inside my own world of make-believe.
Welcome, fellow Fusionaires, Character King here, and today they released the new Banlist, but unfortunately I actually made my prediction list and video right before they released it, so I got screwed. So basically I'm going to go over my predictions a little bit first, and then I'm going to go over the actual, what the new Banlist is. So I basically said they hit 4 skills: Baggy Sleeves, No Mortal Can Resist, Grit, Transcendent Crystals. And for cards, I said Squires, Shiranui Squire to 3, Invoker, Alistair the Invoker to 3. For limit 2, I said Thunder Dragon Dark, Artifact Vaja, Magician's Rod, Vion, Overflow, Cybernetic Overflow, Scrap Recycler, and for limit 1, I put Thunder Dragon Roar. And then for my unlimited, I put a few cards for like Princess, Mar, and Rose Lover. That's the list. A little bit longer than we should have expected the list, I would believe, but we'll see what we have over here. So first we're going to go over skills, as they pop up first. Okay, so plan to be around May 13th. Oh, so pretty soon actually. That's like a couple days away. Okay, so Grit. This skill has been a harder activation condition, given a harder activation condition, in order to reduce the ability of offensive decks. Cool, so basically what I thought I was going to say in my other video, where basically you are able to commit very little, and your opponent has to overcommit to be able to do anything to you. See, Baggy Sleeves. This skill will be harder activation condition. As more decks right now, able to special summon 5 or higher monsters. Sounds like he's summoned higher, like 6 or higher, or 7 or 8, something like that. That'd be pretty. Probably 7, because Barrel Dragon is what I'm thinking as a reference. No Mortal. This skill can consistently devastate graveyard-based strategies. So we're adding an activation condition. So that means either that doesn't sound like once per duel. They may still do it though. That sounds like more life points. Yeah, that sounds right. More life points, or like turn 3 or something. Transcendent Crystals. The skill will be given a harder activation condition as more cards active in the graveyard. Maybe more Crystal Beasts in the deck, I'm assuming. So it's like tie it more to Crystal Beasts is what I'm guessing. Let's see here. Oh, Heavy Starter. I didn't think about that one. The skill's probability will be lowered, as it currently allows players to get a certain card in their starting hand. So, too many players playing Judgment Dragon opening hand. That's what I'm thinking there. Fusion Time. This skill will be strengthened to give elemental hero decks more strategic options. That's exactly what we need. More hero support. Thank you. Nah, for that skill it's probably fun. Deckmaster. Ooh. Cyber Commander. We are adding the effect so you can draw Cyber Commander, so that players can strategically increase their attack and defense. So now you can draw it. It sounds like fantastic. Okay, so here's the skills. Grit. If you had 4,000 or more life points at the start of your turn, your life points will not fall below 1. Works only one time only. I think that's changed, maybe. I think you could boost it back again and have the Grit skill activate. When this skill is applied, you can only special summon 1 monster until the end of your next turn. This skill will only activate once per duel, so that means if you just... I still think it's worth for Lunalights, because you can just summon out your Saber Dancer and then not need anything else. But that would hurt your like Cat Dancer play, so maybe not. So you still see other decks maybe with Lunalights. But cool. They finally found a way that actually limits what you can do. I thought they would have it where you can't use the extra deck or something like that, or either for that one or another skill. See, Baggy Sleeves. Like, Baggy Sleeves is the one I thought they couldn't use the extra deck for the rest of the turn. If your level 7 or higher monster is destroyed by battle. Okay, so this is now a DDD skill. And it's once per duel now. Finally. Yes, I was so annoyed, because if you attacked into a Vahaj, they would draw 2, and then you attack again and they block something else and they draw 2 more and they just out advantage you and you can't catch back up because they keep drawing with the throwaway monsters. But that works for Red Eye still. See, no mortal can resist 2,000. Okay, can be used when your life points are at least 2,000 less than your opponent's. I actually thought about this. I thought they would do once per duel or affects both graveyards, but they are changing it to 2,000 or less. That skill is dead. No mortal can resist. Gone. No way. You are running that skill over the other Ishizu skill with that difference. Because the other Ishizu skill is still 1,000 life points. You're running that one. You're not running this anymore. This is a terrible skill. Okay, so we got Transcendent Crystals. Can be used turn 3 onward. Okay, by sending 1 to 3 cards from your hand to graveyard. Choose the number of Crystal Beast. Monsters from your deck and the number of cards you sent from your hand to the graveyard, and then place in your Spawn Trap Zone. Okay, so basically you just made it turn 3, so you can't turn 1. Set up your amazing Crystron board, and then turn 3... do your Quarion play. So a little more slows it down a bit. Heavy starter skill text remains safe, so they just reduce the odds. Fusion time. Okay, can be used when your life points increased by 1,000. Okay, so you return 1 and add Polymerization from outside your deck, and you add 1 level 4 hero normal from to your hand from your grave. Okay, so it basically makes fusion time just Fusion Master, but gives you an extra plus if you are running a hero normal deck. Which works for... No, it doesn't work for Neos. If it worked for Neos, that'd be really good, actually. But unfortunate. So it will not really see... It'll see play, but it won't have the effect. The second effect you won't be using. Deck Master. Here we go. Cyber Commander. If you have Cyber Commander on your field, the attack and defensive warrior and machine-type monsters you control increase by 300. In addition, that's such a troll skill. In addition, instead of conducting normal draw, you can add Cyber Commander. So that's actually good. And the reason being is you would never play this skill because 1, it's too hard to find your Cyber Commander. 2, you'd have to run 3 Cyber Commander. Now you can run 1 and just search it out. But yeah, it's still a terrible skill, but it's more playable now than it was before, so good job, Konami. Okay, that seems to be all the skill changes, so let's go to the next one. Okay, so this is for May 21st. I think it's the one above it. I think it's just telling you about it. Okay, whoa! Oh no, limited 1. Desynchro. Okay, so there's been a lot of fun FTK. They weren't consistent. I don't know why they're hitting that. Desynchro wasn't consistent for the FTK strategies. I mean, yes, you could do it, but it's like you had to draw like the perfect hand. Oh, that sucks. I think it's like there's one YouTuber that does the FTK decks all the time. RY, like, I think RY is gonna struggle so hard after losing that. And Cyber Stein, oh no! I'm sorry, I have a commenter that loves Cyber Stein, and I predicted they would limit it to 1. Because any burn card in the history of Duel Links, any burn card, any stall, troll, FTK, basically FTK, Cyber Stein with Ojama King is basically a 1-turn lock. Any FTK deck, they will hit the main card to 1. Because they did that with Bamboo. They put the Woodland Sprite to 1. They put the Golden Bamboo Sword to 1. They put the Revolution card to 1. Massive Morph. Every single like degenerate or any kind of like FTK consistency card, they limited to 1. So this was expected. A little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's see. Next we have Element Saber Mallow. So this slows down Element Sabers a bit because you can no longer play Mallow. You can still play other Element Sabers who can become fire, but you cannot search out your fire and then just use it. You have to set up your board. Honestly, it's kind of negligible because you're going to search your dark type and then send something else and turn that to fire. So you don't even need Mallow. He's really just a typing that was searchable. So It slows down the deck a little bit. I don't see it doing much. It doesn't impact anything unless they have another ban. Okay, so that's all limited ones. That's a lot of limited ones, actually. Yeah, for the Fortune water combo they talked about. Okay, actually, let me read these. We are limiting this card for multiple copies of this card, repeatedly special summoning Fortune water. Enabled players to draw many times. Yeah, they watched all of RY's FTKs. See, we're limiting this card because it allows players to consistently end duels without giving their opponent a chance to fight back by special summoning several powerful fusion monsters within a turn. That is true. I'm sorry to my one follower who wanted this not to get touched. You can still play it, but not really. You play it, you play 2 Sangan, and then set and pass. That's your best bet. Let's see, Mallow. The decks that use this card have a high consistency, high winning percentage over the course of many months. Therefore, we are limiting this card to prevent the metagame becoming stale. That's not enough. Let's see, limit 2. Magician. Magician of Dark Illusion. That does nothing. Why? Rod did something. Rod limited their consistency. You only run 1 Magician of Dark Illusion anyway. So now you run one of those and 1 Treacherous. Cool. Took away 1 card from their entire strategy. No, why? That was the worst hit. It's... I'm mad at that. I'm mad. That's like the old Blackwing hit when they just hit the Raikiri. It doesn't do anything. It just slows them by like 1 out of 20 games. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. Maybe they hit something else and it will kill it, but I doubt it because Dark Magician. Vion, I predicted that. Okay. I see you, Vion. See, I should read these. This will be limited to prevent Dark Magician decks from using other powerful cards in conjunction with this card. They will still use 1. This just makes them not able to use 2. Nothing. It does nothing. It is the slightest tap they can possibly do. Let's see. Vision Hero Vion. This card will be limited to prevent hero decks from having access to powerful limit 2 cards. Yes, that is all they need to do with heroes. They hit that. They hit Grit. Heroes are a lot weaker now. They're still a strong deck. They're a lot weaker, but they're still very strong. So that is a good hit. We will now see how heroes do in the meta and see if they need anything else hit. But that is the good start they needed to do. Crystron Rion. Okay. Decks that use this card had a consistency high winning percentage over the course of many months. Therefore, let's see this one. I don't know what this one does. Let's see. This is during your opponent's main phase or battle phase. You can target one of your banished non-tutor monsters, special summon it, but it has its effects negated, if any. And if you do, immediately after, you can Synchro summon 1 machine type Synchro using only that monster and this card. Okay, so that was one of the cards that let you summon out your Amatrex and switch everything to defense. Okay. Okay, that's an okay hit. Yeah, they hit the 2. It takes away some of the power if they want to run this. And then they hit the skill, which I'm happy about. So they hit something on them. So we can see if they're still good. Probably will be. But it's something. They did something. They put Crystron on the list, at least. Thank you. Okay, so limit 3. Okay, here we go. Thunder Dragon Dark. Okay, so they weren't running Cosmic Cyclone, really. Or it's not, like, imperative. So they need to see something else. Oh, it says Gold Sark. Let's see. This card will be limited along with Gold Sark. Okay, this is the next one. Okay, I'm just going to go with both. Gold Sark offers to prevent Thunder Dragon's X from summoning many monsters in one turn. Thank you. Thank you. I love Thunder Dragons, but I want the fusion variant. I don't want what we have right now. See, this card will be limited alongside with Thunder Dragon Dark to prevent... yeah, same reading. Okay, so this means you can either run 1 Sark and 2 Dark, which is most likely... you could run 1 Dark, 2 Sark. It hurts the consistency a lot. That's good. That is a good hit. Thank you. Thank you, Konami gods. Okay, let's... Oh, yes. I wonder if they had any... They probably didn't have anything else. Ooh! Ooh, Squire. Okay, I predicted that one. It's the only thing I could think of they could hit in a way that they could hit it that would slap the deck but not, like, kill the deck. Because they also hit the No Mortal skill. So they won't be able to run the other banish skill because they can't run Cosmic Cyclone, meaning it's not the most effective, meaning they will play Augment the Augment skill. Okay, so that's really good. So that hit slows them down greatly. Not really. It does something. That's all I know. I can play more red eyes against them now. Hopefully I can beat them. Probably not. Let's see. Charge of the Light Brigade. Ooh, okay. What does that do? Oh, actually, that's a Thunder Dragon hit. I didn't think about that. Oh my, okay. So, Thunder Dragons can't run a Lightsworn engine. Lightsworns can't be teched into Invoked. They can't be teched into... It's pretty interesting. Cannot run this as Cosmic Cyclone. Interesting, okay. Is there... No! Take Princess off Banlist. And Mar. I think he's one attack. They hit a lot of decks. I'm okay with this. I'm not okay with Magician of Dark Illusion. Violin's good. Crystron's fine. They hit Thunder Dragons enough where I'm happy, because they got rid of the skill from them too, so I can't be too upset about that. Okay, well, it's not a terrible list. It's not just like, it doesn't miss everything. It hits some things actually pretty hard. And I mean, this is like, these three here are like set up for future lists if they want to do something with that. So, hey, I'm okay with it. That seems pretty good. Misses a lot of things, I think. They definitely want Cyber Dragons to have a little more time in the spotlight. It doesn't really... I guess it touches Invokers a little bit, but not the engine pure. So Invokers are still untouched, except for the Element Saber part. Got a little tap. It slows them a half of a turn, basically. Because if they don't have their Mallow... If they... Yeah, they can just search Mallow and then try to win that one turn. They'd search another thing, Mollyhue, and then use its effect, and then they can summon. Doesn't slow it down much, no. Okay, well, it's something, because you're going to play Cocytus over this thing. This thing is dumb. It's stupid, okay. Okay, well, that seems to be the ban list. Let me know what you think they should have hit, or what you're happy with, what you're unhappy with. And besides that, let me know of any kind of fusion decks you want to see me make. That's the ban list. Keep fusioning. Let's go Slash.